Hello everybody, it's time for Coffee with Bill, and tonight I have a very serious message. Charlie Kirk is reporting that the Secret Service just intercepted a package intended for President Trump that contained the deadly poison ricin. If you are a Christian man or woman, please take time to fast and pray for the safety of President Trump. I truly believe that no president in American history has been in greater physical danger than our current president. There is no crime that the Democrats will not commit to solidify their power and to bring down totalitarian government on all of our heads. And I'm just going to say this. If anything does happen to President Trump, there is no place the Democrat Party will be able to hide from the wrath of the American people. All right, well, on to something a little happier. Here's what is supposedly Ruth Bader Ginsburg's last words. She said, "I hope Trump gets to pick my replacement. Biden is a horse's patoot." Hey, it's on the internet. Make it go viral. But seriously, folks, President Trump is going to get to appoint a conservative candidate to the Supreme Court, and the dirty Democrats are going to try to turn those hearings into another screaming demon nightmare like they did with Justice Kavanaugh. But you know what? I know exactly how to stop all that craziness in the hearing. Ban TV cameras from the hearings. That's right. If the Democrats don't have an audience to play to, maybe they won't do their baboon act like they did with Kavanaugh. Some people are recommending Judge Jeanine Pirro for the Supreme Court. I don't think so. Judge Jeanine likes to play the TV star where she can run her mouth and be snarky. I don't think she has the humility to be a good justice. But she is fun to watch on TV sometimes. Personally, I think Trump should appoint a white male, just to yank liberal tails. But he needs to have about 5 really good candidates lined up, so when the dirty Democrats trot out the lying accusers, Trump should immediately switch to candidate number 2. And then, of course, they'll do the same thing to number 2, so Trump switches to candidate number 3, and then candidate number 4, and then candidate number 5. The Democrats be so bamboozled they wouldn't know what to do. They probably don't have enough liars lined up, but even if they did, the whole world would see their scheming. Oh, you're not going to believe this one. Apparently, the biggest fist fight in the world took place recently in the mountains of India between Indian soldiers and Chinese communist soldiers. The Indians found the Chinese soldiers encamped inside sovereign Indian territory. So they marched right into the camp to demand an explanation, and the Chi-Coms attacked them with clubs wrapped in barbed wire. Oh, what? Well, it turns out there is an agreement between the two countries that prohibits either side from carrying weapons in that area. So they slugged it out with sticks and rocks, fists, and probably knives. India confirms that 20 of their soldiers were killed. That's a serious fight. But the Indians are claiming that they killed about 40 of the Chinese communists. Man, China is hacking off everybody. Well, everybody except for Nancy Pelosi, who is condemning calling the Chinese virus the Chinese virus. Gee, how do you tell an American politician who is on the payroll of the Chinese government? Or on the drug cartel payroll? No border walls. Michigan Judge Cynthia Stevens has ruled that mail-in ballots must continue to be counted even if they arrive 2 weeks late after the polls close. This means that if the Democrats lose in Michigan, all they have to do is keep stuffing ballots until they finally win. Outrageous. 2020 is going to be the year of the most massive voter fraud in American history. Hey, Judge, how about this? From now on, whenever a jury renders a verdict in your courtroom, the other side is now given 2 more weeks to add more and more testimony and evidence. Let's see how you like it in your courtroom. A German soccer team got trounced 37-0 because they were social distancing. Laughing at libtards, one of my favorite hobbies. And Joe Biden says he will issue a national mask mandate for all federal land. Think about that. Can you imagine having to wear one of those silly face masks while hiking in a national forest or fishing in a beautiful mountain lake? You know, I've had enough of this face mask tyranny. In fact, Indiana just passed a law making it a crime to not wear the mask anywhere in the state of Indiana. I'm telling you, there's a fight coming. Free people cannot be forced to wear these slave masks, and that's what they are. Wearing that face mask does not protect you from the virus. They even print that on the boxes the masks come in. Does not protect against COVID-19 or any other virus. So if you're wearing one of these face masks, what you're doing is you are simply showing your submission to left-wing tyranny. I believe it was Thomas Jefferson that said, fighting against tyrants is service to God, or something very similar. All right, well, that's enough for tonight. This is just a quick Coffee with Bill. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.